Hello, my dear gardeners. I received a new rose, and the name of the rose is Gabriel Oak. It's a dark pink rose. It's a gift, by the way, thank you so much. But I have issue with that rose. Now is May, roses are almost ready to bloom, and my Gabriel Oak just came to me now. It is looking quite miserable. It came out from cold storage, so it spent all these growing months in the storage. What's going on, David Austin Company? Hello, I have an issue here. This rose arrived too late. It looks slightly miserable. I'm going to baby it back to life and I'm going to plant it today. So this is the spot right here. And I'm going to plant my rose right somewhere here. I'm going to work a big nice circle of soil here right in the middle of the lawn. And in order to separate the lawn and the soil around my rose, because I don't want any weeds and grass to go in, I'm going to install the wattle circle like I did in the front and at the back here. It is successful, it is working. Of course I have to weed inside, but it looks nice and nicely designed, and my rose here will be shining. There's a lot of sun here, morning sun. Around maybe 4 or 5 we have a shade from this evergreen tree, but there is a good amount of sun, solid 6 hours here. And I think that my Gabriel Oak will be flourishing here. I have to baby it back to life. And for this job I would need well decomposed cow manure. I always use it in my garden, and because my soil is a little bit high, too high for roses in my garden, now I know it, I'm going to use soil acidifier there and plant my rose. So let's do that. By the way, 2 excellent products I'm using. I was working last year with a good master gardener, Michelle, and she introduced me to 2 great products. She taught me, kind of showed me that this is a great idea to use the support for knees. I was always bending in the garden, but this way it's better. It massages knees, it trains my muscles, so I'm getting accustomed to use more of the pad for my knees. And this root slayer, this thing goes into the soil like a butter. You're going to see it. I love it. She was working with it with me, and I ordered it, and I went and just ordered it myself. So let's do this circle. It's going to be, you know what? I'm just going to go. See how nicely it goes in? And do a circle. Let me get some sort of a tarp to put all the soil out. Roses are prized in gardens for their stunning blooms and sweet fragrance. But to thrive, they need more than sunshine and water. They need rich, healthy soil. And one of the most effective and natural ways to improve soil quality is by adding manure. Well, manure is a well-balanced organic fertilizer that supplies nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium, improves microbial activity of the soil, but it also can affect the pH level of the soil. Typically, well-rotted cow manure is slightly alkaline or neutral, which means it can gently raise the pH of acidic soils. This can be beneficial in some cases, as roses prefer a soil pH between 6 and 7, slightly acidic to neutral. But if the soil is already on the alkaline side, like in my case, repeated use of cow manure could push the pH too high, limiting the availability of certain nutrients. Now this soil has a lot of roots. We have lilac tree right here, so I have to really go through and pick all the roots. Probably I will dig deeper. And what do I do with this, you might ask? Well, this is gold. This is garden gold. This is the top layer of all the soil. So once I'm done fluffing this soil here and doing all the additives, I'm going to really shake the soil off the roots of my plants. They're going into the compost pile, and this soil will be returned back because it's a good soil and we don't want to throw away soil. But in my case, I'm not throwing soil away, I'm composting it. Weeds. Okay, let me dig this up more and see what we can get out of here. Oh yeah. You see there is underground orange soil already starting. All right, let me get the bucket and I will start collecting all these weeds here. Another good thing which I got myself this year was 2 new black buckets, because this one, look at this, it's already on its way out. I'm still keeping it for jobs like this. I used it very well for several years. It served me well. I like the black color because it's not visible in the garden. Okay, oh, not many stones, you know, a lot of roots. So all this has to go. Connecticut soils are famous to be acidic, on acidic side, and I have 2 explanations why my soil might be just about 7.1, 7.2. We are gardening on the pig farm. Many years ago it used to be a pig farm, and pigs manure, well-rotted pigs manure can be neutral or teeny tiny alkaline. Also, our water, which we are receiving from our faucets here in my town, is intentionally raised by the water company to 7.3 on pH scale, and that's too high for roses. That's why I'm using soil acidifier here. You see how important it is which soil you have in your garden. That is number 1 thing which everybody should do when they come to a fresh piece of land and they don't know the soil. The first thing is to know your soil, get to know your soil. I'm also going to use a different mulch this year. We have a pine tree on the property, and that tree produces many good needles as a ground cover, so I'm going to use those needles for all my roses in the garden from now on, since they have a slow acidifying effect on the soil. So no bark mulching, but needles, as nice thick 2 inches ground cover for all the roses. Oh, the scent of soil. I love it. It's a good soil here, not many stones, you know. So, okay, nice roots here. Good, good, good. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add cow manure and a soil acidifier. It says that I have to add approximately 2.5 cups per established plant to lower the pH. And I have to repeat the application in 60 days if results are not achieved. So I have to do a soil test here. I'm not going to do 2 cups. I'm going to do maybe 1 cup. And let's see how it goes. All right. Should I add more cow manure? I think so. Let me get more. This should be enough. Now I have to mix it well. Now, space for the rose. I like to do the heel here, right in the center. Let's see how deep that rose is. Look at this rose. I kept it in the soil because I couldn't plant it 2 days ago. So I kept it in, I just healed it in the soil, and there is a video how I do it. So I'm going to plant it now. Now it has to be done fast because we don't want these roots to dry up. No way we want these roots even to stay out a minute. We want to keep them nice and hydrated. And my rose was in the water overnight, first night when it came back from David Austin company. It's kind of twisted one side. So this is the time to position rose well here. spread it nicely. All right. We are going to make a hole much bigger because we don't want those roots. We don't want to save energy and make a tiny hole and then shovel that rose in. We want to make it nice and big, spread all the roots, and plant the rose well. Because it has this little empty space in between, I like to do the hill, sit it on the hill, spread it nicely. Okay. And then plant it. Here you go. In the position I want. I want to make sure that the soil is well settled around the roots. We don't want any air pockets. Not too strong, the push, but gentle and firm. I will take the tag out later. All right, I will put extra soil here. Let me shake off some of the weeds, some of the grass. What I like to do, I like to form a nice ring around newly planted plants, not just roses, something like this. What it does, I can water it, and water is not going to run out into the grass and disappear in case my soil is not 90% even, right? So more soil is needed here. Let me get more. All right. And my rose is planted. Now I'm going to water it again. Let's see how water goes here. Where does it collect? Pulls on one side. So let's raise this area a little bit more. And soil will settle. I would need to add extra soil here, we will see. But for now, this is good for this rose. All right. We are expecting several cloudy and rainy days, so it's generally a good idea to plant things in the garden before rainy weather and before cloudy weather. It gives my rose a chance to get acclimated and not to be beaming on the sun. But in case tomorrow we are going to have sun in the afternoon, I'm going to put a chair right here and shield my rose temporarily for several days from that strong sun, because this baby went straight from the cold storage into the package, into the garden, and we have such a warm temperature here already that it is going to be somewhat a struggle to bring this rose back to life. But I'm going to baby it, all right, and hopefully my rose will, I see a little bud here already, so we will see. I will keep you posted. Happy gardening.